signaled me to go ahead and let's start our special meeting for tonight. This is the City of Romulus special meeting, and today's date is Monday, February 26, 2018. And at this time, for this special meeting, we will have a roll call vote, which is Councilwoman Abdo. Here. Councilman Barton.
Here.
Councilwoman Roscoe.
Here.
Councilwoman Talley. Here. Councilman Wadsworth. Councilwoman Webb.
Here.
And Councilwoman Williams will not be here for the special meeting, but she will be here for our regular meeting. She contacted us. Okay. And Mr. Chair, we have a quorum for this special meeting. And at this time, we will read the agenda, special meeting agenda, which is number 1, agenda. Number 2, discussion. Number 3 is public comment. Number 4, motion to adjourn the special meeting. And a motion would be in order to accept the special meeting agenda as presented.
So move for the motion for the accept the special meeting agenda as presented.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Webb, to accept the special meeting agenda as presented. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth? Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
And the agenda calls for discussion, and this is the State of the Library Address, which will be presented by our Library Director, Patty Braden.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Council, Clerk
Good evening.
Bragg, audience, guests. Happy to be here tonight. Tonight I'll be presenting the State of the Library, covering activities and accomplishments from fiscal year 2016 through 17. So if you turn your attention to the PowerPoint here, you can just follow along. Can you hear me well? Is this picking up? Okay, good. Just want to start out by acknowledging our library board. Our president is Jim Naprakowski, Vice President Sylvia Makowski, Treasurer Debbie Hoffman, Secretary and Huron Township Representative is Candace Myshak, and our City Council Representative Bill Wadsworth. So a little bit about the library. First of all, want to mention that we serve a population of 39,868, and that's residents from Romulus and Huron Township. Just over 23,000 from Romulus and 15,000 plus from Huron. We're governed by the 5-member board that I just mentioned. We currently have about 10,000 card holders, which is about 25% of our total population served, and that's a really good number compared with other communities. We have 2 full-time staff and 8 part-time staff, and we're supported by many community volunteers. Volunteers include our board, of course, our Friends Board, and other people who help out with book sales, sort donated books, decorate the library for the holidays, support the library's adult literacy program by being tutors for adults, and lots of other activities. Friends of the library help us reach our goals financially throughout the years, and usually they support things like programs that we have going on. And lastly, we are certified by the state of Michigan at the essential level, which is the first level. So what's happening at the library? I'm going to go through these categories here. We're going to look at our library scorecard, just a few statistics, our collections, our technology, services, facilities, community service, programs, grants and donations, and then we'll take a look ahead at what we're focusing on in the future. So just want to point out our hardworking staff. There's a picture there with Mayor Burkruff that we took at our December staff meeting that he attended, and that's a few of our staff members there. So our scorecard for 2016-17 fiscal year, we had just over 58,000 visitors to the library for the year, so that's quite a few people coming in and out of our doors every day. Library cards issued, nearly 1,400, 59,000 plus checkouts of materials, and of those checkouts, about 6,600 were ebook checkouts. Patrons assisted, 45,000. Public computer use, nearly 23,000. We provided 209 programs during that period, and we had 3,590 people attend those programs. So a lot going on. Collection enhancements. For this year, we moved our DVD collection to a new location for better access and provided better security for our DVDs. It's a growing collection, lots and lots of people checking out our DVDs, including movies, documentaries, kids' cartoons and things like that, as well as our anime collection. So we needed to provide better access and security, so we moved that. The staff reviewed and updated large sections of the collection, including our teen books, audiobooks, nonfiction, music CDs, and other parts of the collection. And when I say updated, what I mean is they go through book by book by book, look at each title, determine if it's still accurate and up to date. If not, we withdraw it from the collection, and then we purchase newer materials to fill in. So it's quite a bit of work. We created a new collection, the STEAM Kit collection. That was a grant-funded collection. And I'm sure you're familiar with STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And these are kits that we put together. There's a picture of one there on the screen, so that people can check these out for their kids and teach them, play with them at home, and then return them back to the library. Our technology improvements include our annual replacement of public computers. This year we replaced 4 of them. We improved the public computer connectivity and speed, so it's much faster. In a public library, you tend to have people checking email, but you also have people who want to look at videos, YouTube, and that sort of thing, so that takes a lot of connectivity and speed that you need for that, so we were able to improve that last year. We have full-text searchable access now to our local historical newspapers on our website. You go to the website, you click on the newspaper link, and you get to the Romulus Roman. Right now we have, going back to 1968 through, I believe it's 1993, we're up to now. And you can search them by word or phrase and read the full text right there on your screen. We purchased a new high-speed fax machine. We have lots of people coming in to fax. Card holders have been given the option to use their library card in digital form on their smartphone. So, whoops, let me pass that one. And there's a picture right there. We have a special scanner that we can use to scan the phone. And there's apps, by the way, for that. You just download an app, and then you can have your library card on that app. We updated our website. We have a new and improved website, much more interactive and easier to look at. Over 300,000 visitors went to our website that year. And we began using Facebook Live and Instagram for our social media. Services added include brochures for computer teaching. So when we do our computer tutoring, we can then hand someone a brochure, and they can use that step by step to help them continue their learning. We also added incoming fax service. Before it was just outgoing. Now people can come in and receive a fax. We added over-the-counter credit card payment option. That was through the Treasurer's Office, and that's working out really well for us and for our patrons. And we added a community jigsaw puzzle, which is kind of a unique idea that a lot of libraries are doing lately. There's a picture of it on the screen there. Just a fun little activity for people coming into the library. They can sit and do the puzzle for a while, and when it's completed, we take it down, and then we put out a new one. And we added our new library logo and branding, which you'll see on the bottom of each screen. Facilities upgrades include the acquisition of a gently used library shelving unit. We got that from a local library that was doing some renovation. They offered it up for free. We just had to go pick it up, so we had a volunteer to do that, and that saved us about $2,000 for that, so we're very happy with that. We completed our library safety plan, and that was approved by the fire chief, so that's being used. We installed emergency exit signage at their request, and just to make it more safe in the library for patrons. And as you probably all know, we got a new roof. That was our big project for the year. connecting with our community. So we have a lot of community partners. This past year, we had 47 community partners. One of our community partners is Helping Hands Food Bank here in Romulus, and we offered food for fines to support them. And this is a program where for about a 5 or 6 week period in the spring, we allow people to bring in donations of non-perishables, and then we waive $1 of their fines for each non-perishable that they bring in. So, and then of course the items get donated to Helping Hand. So as a matter of fact, we have that starting up again at the end of March, and it'll go through April. So that's been really helpful for our community. The staff visited the Whispering Willows Apartments across the street and told them about our adult programs, made a connection there with them, invited them to come to the library. We have been a collection point for various things, including blankets for vets and the coat drive that's put on by the Animal and Ordnance Department. I, as director, currently serve as the president of the Greater Romulus Chamber of Commerce. We created a bulletin board to support local businesses right there in our lobby, so as people come into the library, they can put their business card up and advertise their business. We had our bowling fundraiser this past January. I think it was the 3rd annual at Romulus Lanes, so that was a fun activity, helped raise money for the Friends of the Library and the Chamber, and at the same time supported a local business. And we participate in a lot of community activities such as the Eco Fair, Trunk or Treat, school academic fairs, and other types of things in the community. So the next page is just a pictorial view of our programs, some of our programs. I couldn't put them all on there, but Toddler Story Time is going strong. That's a fun activity that we do every week. Our Halloween party, Earth Day with Miss Jasmine is also a fun one in April. Our Lego Club, which is actually going on right now tonight. Storytime Crafts with Family Storytime is also very popular. Our Christmas Craft is one of our most popular events each year. And then in the middle there, our solar eclipse. I just love that picture of that little boy. He's so adorable. He was standing out in front of the library with his family, and the library gave out I think 250 of the solar glasses, so we had lines, to the end of the building, and he was one of them that got the glasses and got to view the solar eclipse. Grants and donations. The library actively seeks opportunities for grants and donations, and this year was no exception. We received a $1,000 grant to create the STEAM kit collection that I mentioned previously. This was from the Metro Detroit Book and Author Society. This is a group that meets a couple times a year and provides several different grants. This is actually the second grant that we've received from them. We also got a grant from the Michigan Humanities Touring Grants Group, $500 grant for our Black History Month program and our summer reading program. And then lastly, just lots of donations from the Friends and other library supporters that just want to help us out. So that totaled about $5,000 for the year. So that's what we've been doing. Taking a look ahead, we have formed a strategic planning committee. So far, we've been just sort of planning for the future based on getting our certification. So now we've gotten our certification at the entry level, and we need to expand. So we decided to form a strategic planning committee, and we do have a couple of members here. Barb Stanitz is on the committee. Councilwoman Tina Talley is on the committee, and Councilwoman Kathy Abdo is on the committee as well as Julie Waitoko. So thank you all for your help with that. We've had 2 meetings so far, and the next step is to seek community input. So we are getting our survey out as we speak. It's being put up on our website, asking for people to fill out the short survey and tell us what they would like from the library in the next 3 years. And then also we are having community feedback sessions that are coming up. And in the survey, we will be asking residents, what can your community library do for you? What are the library's current strengths and weaknesses? And how can the library support community needs? We see ourselves as a central part of the community, and we want to support what the needs are for the community. So we're seeking the input through the survey and then also the feedback sessions. Once all that information comes in, it will be gathered together and given to the Strategic Planning Committee, and then at that point, the committee will decide where we should go from here. What should our goals be, our top three, 4, or 5 items that we should work on for the next 3 years? In addition to that, we are looking at our state certification at the enhanced level, which is the second level. We're very close to having that completed. So these are the dates for the community feedback sessions. We want to make sure everyone is aware, and please come out and tell us, how we can improve the library, what we can do, what we're doing well, what we can improve on. The first session is coming up this Saturday, March 3rd. There's actually 2 that day, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. At the library, and then we'll have one also at the library on Tuesday, April 10th at 7 p.m. We have one scheduled at the Senior Center on Wednesday, March 14th at noon. And then we've added one, since I created this slide, at the Huron Township offices, since we serve them as well. We're going to have one on Monday, March 26th at 7 p.m. at the Huron Township offices. So everyone is welcome to attend. We really want your feedback. That's the only way we know, where we want to go in the future. In addition to that, I am attending community organizational meetings all month to inform our residents about our plan and invite them to the feedback sessions. So I've got lots of those scheduled. And just in closing, I invite you all to take advantage of all the library has to offer. Visit the library, use our quiet study space to work, study, read, get a library card, check out a book, movie, music, download an e-book or e-audio book, or attend a program. We have adults, teens, and kids programs all year round. So thank you for your support, and I would take any questions you might have.
Mr. Barton,
Yes,
just
Mr.
a quick
Bosler.
comment. I've got to compliment the folks and Patty herself and this town, because it was a very dark day in 2008 when we had to close the front door of it. And a lot of people said it would never open back up. We see what's happened with, hard work. It's worked. It's worked quite well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Very good job.
Thank you.
I would just like to say thank you, Patty. You have been wonderful, and you are such a fresh air. You're fresh air to the community.
Thank you,
I
Eva.
was in the library, and children walk in, parents walk in, and they see you come out, and they're just, hi.
Well, thank you. I have to say we have a fantastic staff.
Yes,
They do a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Barton. Brayton. Now, we have a thing going. I always tease her on that. Yeah. Put the A and the R. Yeah. Good job, Ms. Brayton.
Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Well, I had one other question. You talked about these looking these papers up on the archives. How come that there's a gap of about 3 years in there with the Romulus?
Those items are available for digitizing. I'm just waiting for the funds to get them digitized. And right now, we're using all donated funds for that. So, yeah.
How much of that?
Working on it. It's about $500 a year to have those done.
Ears are open. All right.
Yep, we hope to get those digitized soon. Okay.
Any public comment? No public comment? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening.